Hi guys, so today we are going to be talking about book 2 in Shantel Tessier's L.O.R.D. series. I did a review on the ritual last week, so if you haven't read or haven't seen that one or haven't read Ritual, you might want to do that first. All these books can be read as standalones, but it gives you a better view of the world if you read them consecutively. So that's just a heads up. Anyway, so this book is called The Sinner, and like I said, it is book 2 in the L.O.R.D. series. I actually wasn't sure if I was going to read this book due to some of the content. I have very few triggers, but one that gets me is stepfathers. Okay. And this book has some content that made me question whether I was going to finish it or not. Well, I did end up finishing it, I will say that, but I did have to take a break about halfway through due to the content. That said, I still absolutely love the book. And that is why I finished it. Even though it made me a little... our main characters in this are Ellington Aster, whatever, which we call Ellie, and Easton Sinnett, or better known as Sin. Ellie is such a tragic character for me, and I could empathize with her so well, just because of what she was going through. Her family was completely torn apart and shattered when her father died. And her mother remarries someone that is just absolutely horrible. Okay, guys? That's all I got to say on that. I don't want to get too into it because I really don't want to do spoilers on these. But let's just say that he gets his just desserts. Okay? Let's say that. We'll go there. So, Sin is a lord. He is her best friend, her brother's best friend. He is completely obsessed with Ellie. And again, we have our standard. He's obsessed with her. He will basically destroy anyone who tries to take her away from him. He is going to kill anyone who will touch her. You know, the usual. So what I really love about this book, and I think is probably I think I actually love this book more than The Ritual. It is... I'm not going to say it's my favorite in the series because I think that's kind of tied with Sabotage after reading it. But if I could give it more than 5 stars, I would. Even with, like I said, the stuff that made me feel a little, I still absolutely love the book, which is kind of saying something if you think about it. But with Ellie, she is broken. She's so broken. So broken. But she doesn't stay down. She has, there's just so much going on with her, and she's just refusing to take it lying down. She fights, and she is just a wonderful character. I'm sorry, guys. I can't even put into words how much I really, really, really love this character. I guess maybe because part of me saw myself in her. Just what she's going through and what she's dealing with and everything. And then we have Sin, who comes in, and he is definitely no white knight, okay, guys? But he is possessive, dangerous. He stalks her. He goes completely feral over Ellie. And I have to be honest, it made me smile. Okay? I mean, I would love to have somebody who goes as crazy over me as he does her. Well, I really liked Riot. Sun is probably the top spot for the main community characters in these books, because I just absolutely loved him. He is completely deranged, and I'm here for it. Again, these books have this really great world building that is continuously expanding as you're reading the books, which is why I suggest you read them in order. This book introduces us to a place called Carnage, which is actually the name of the 5th book in the series, which I'm currently reading. But by reading them in order, you get an idea of the world, and you get to see these things, and then as you read the subsequent books, you can pair that up. And I really like that, as how authors do that in novels. I enjoy being immersed in this world, and I think Shantel Tessier does a really good job of the immersion into the world, and allowing you to see everything that's going on. And as the books progress, you see more of that. So I really like how she did that. And you can also kind of pair things up with the different books. And I went out of... I don't know. I didn't go out of order. Never mind. So yeah. And you gotta be honest, I absolutely loved Sin's nickname for Ellie. He called her Little Demon. I mean, come on. What do you think about that? That's so cute. Anyway. This is another one that if you haven't read it, I would highly recommend. Again, as always, read the triggers, because this one's pretty heavy. I'm not gonna lie, it's got some stuff in it, and I'm glad I pushed through. and read it, even with the stuff that I wasn't really comfortable with. Um, and I think that with me reading that section actually kind of helped with a little bit of my personal trauma, and being able to get to the end and see how everything kind of got that. It's not a happily ever after. It's just kind of like a happily for now type deal. Because I mean, you know. But at the end of the day, like I said, this is probably in the running for my favorite book in the series. And I think that it is just extremely well done for what it is. So, yeah, if you haven't read it, check it out. Of course, make sure you read the triggers before you do. If you have read it, leave me a note in the comments. If you are reading it, leave me a note in the comments. If you argue with me on this, leave me a note in the comments. I'm always up for a good conversation. So, I will catch you all on the next one. Later. Bye-bye.